You knew Vegas was going to come out flying today after them getting beaten up by the Leafs in Vegas just last week. You knew they were going to come out flying, especially on the defensive end after allowing 7 goals to the Leafs last week, and they definitely did that today. Leafs lose 6-2 to the Vegas Golden Knights, and the winning streak has come to an end. And I'm not going to dwell on this because I know people are going to overreact and say, oh, they're actually frauds. You just won 7 in a row. You lost 1 game. Let's settle down. The Leafs now have a record of 33-17-8. They're just fine. However, the Detroit Red Wings are flying right now. They've won 6 in a row. They're only 2 back of the Leafs, and the Leafs have a game in hand, but they're right there. Now, to this game, it felt like all game long that the Golden Knights just kept everything to the outside, and every shot that came to Adin Hill more or less from the outside was either swallowed up by Adin Hill, freeze, get a face-off, or one and done, they clear the puck out. That's what it felt like all game long. But let's break the game down as a whole. First period, I thought it was a pretty good period. Shots were 9 apiece, and it was dead even, 0-0. I'll take it. First game back after the road trip. Usually that's kind of like a slug type of game, and it was. And in the second period, we learned why having Timothy Liljegren and any sort of right shot defenseman on this team helps remarkably. Because midway through the period, the Leafs battling in the offensive zone, scramble in front, Vegas picks it up, and somehow Ivan Barbashev split the D of Riley and Brody, and neither of them saw the guy go skating right up the middle of the ice in between them. And he gets a breakaway, and Samsonov ain't great on breakaways, and he scores to make it 1-0. Without those right shot defense, without, maybe Kristanov, without Timothy Liljegren, you got to play Riley and Brody together. And we saw yet again tonight as to why that's no good. They were both -4s tonight. That goal was midway through the second period. And less than just over 3 minutes after that, point shot from Shea Theodore is tipped in by Morelli. And that's Domi's guy. I don't know where he was. You see him when they show the camera shot of Morelli in front. You see Domi after the puck goes in. He comes into frame. That's his guy. He's got to have him locked up. And regardless, maybe Riley, Brody, they were on the ice again for that one. And you're down 2-0, 12:20 into the second period. And you can kind of feel this game was going. I think I tweeted it out as well, that with how good Vegas was playing defensively, going down 2-0 midway through the game, it felt like curtains. But Tyler Bertuzzi, with just over 2 minutes to play in the third period, fires one off the defender and in. McCabe and Nylander grab assist in the goal at 17:45. Bert stays red hot, and just like that, you've cut the deficit in half. It's 2-1. Whole new game. And you're thinking, maybe get into the intermission, you score that goal, the fans are buzzing a bit, you get your feeling back if you're the Leafs, and you have an entire 20 minutes to try and tie this game up. But instead, John Tavares has a tough time getting the puck out of his own end. He's behind the net, well, more or less, if you're Samsonov, he's to the right in the corner. And he loses a puck battle because he backhands it right to the tape of Jonathan Marchessault. And William Karlsson's just standing in front. Marchessault fires it in front. He beats Samsonov 5-full. It's 3-1. About a minute and a half after the Burt goal to bring it a 1-goal game, they restore their 2-goal lead with under a minute to play in the second period. And for me, that was curtains. That felt like it was the gut punch, and that was it. Then you get to the third period, and the Leafs can't clear the zone. I mean, what is the story of this game? Well, let's look at the first goal, right? Defense snoozing. You allowed a guy to get a breakaway, which ain't pretty. Horrible turnover behind your own net in the second goal. Or in the third goal, excuse me. A horrible turnover to start the third period. Thought it was a high stick from Alex Pietrangelo. But Sheldon Keefe looks at it. They don't challenge anything. And Jonathan Marchessault buries it at 10:50 of the third period to make it 4-1. Then Ryan Reeves makes it interesting on a 2-on-1 with Pontus Holmberg. Yeah, you heard that right. The fourth line is a 2-on-1 for them. And they bury it. Quite a nice goal from Revo. And make it 4-2 game at the time. You're thinking, well, about 6 minutes to play. The goalie pulled as well. Maybe a chance. Then you take a penalty. And the penalty really signified the end. Any sort of sniff at a comeback. See, I'm looking at the score app and it says no penalty. So I'm kind of baffled at what the hell was going on there. But anyways, because it says, they're showing the first period penalty. Oh, see all. Maybe that'll show me. There we go. Mitch Marner, 2 minutes for tripping. Killed you. Absolutely killed you. The penalty was at 15:07. And the Revo goal was at 14:35. 30 seconds after the Reeves goal to make it 4-2 and maybe have a little life, you take a penalty. Curtains. Marshall scores the empty netter. Nick Waugh buries one just to insult the injury and make it 6-2. And that's all she wrote. Do I think the Leafs played a great game? No. Do I think they played a bad game? Also no. But it also felt to me like Vegas gave them nothing. Now people are going to say, well, I had 30 shots on net. That's cute. Again, a lot of them fell to the outside and really were no serious threat. There were some that were, good threats and, some broken plays that didn't go your way. But in the end, you made mistakes and they made you pay for it. That's the story of this game. And your big players, they weren't good. It's that simple. Shots on goal were 32-30 Vegas for the game, 9-9 in the first period, 11-11 in the second period, and 12-10 in the third. Special teams-wise, 4 penalties for the 4 power plays for the Vegas Golden Knights, 1 for the Leafs. And Samsonov, 5 goals and 31 shots. Not great. Not great. Revo with a goal. Burt with a goal. What was it, -2? Holmberg, McCabe, and Nylander all had assists. But let me read off your big guys. What is your core 4? What did they do today? Well, Nylander, -4. Okay. Matthews, -3. Marner, -3. Tavares, -2. And Tavares is clearly feeling something. He is not feeling right. And that's pretty evident. Oh, yeah, Domi was a -2 as well. So, and as I mentioned earlier, Riley Brody, -4s. It wasn't pretty tonight in all aspects for the big players. It really wasn't. You got a goal from Burt and a goal from Ryan Reeves. It's the story of the game. Story of the loss for the Leafs. Now, let's move on to the next one because I don't want to talk about this anymore. Next up for the Buds, they host the Arizona Coyotes on Thursday night. Looking to rebound. Get back into the win column. Forget about this game. Get back into the win column against the Yotes on Thursday. And I truly believe that Joseph Woll will be in that cage. Because you have the Bruins and the Rangers after that. So, you can't see Woll playing one of those guys, at least not right away. The Arizona Coyotes on a Thursday night, it's a perfect opportunity to play Joe Woll. Last time we saw him was against the Laval Rocket in the AHL. It's been a little bit. I think it was on the weekend as well, so he'll have almost a full week of rest as well. I think it's a perfect opportunity to see Joe Woll in the net. But again, we don't know how healthy he actually is or if he's 100% good to go, all that stuff. Regardless, I think he'll play. That's my take. I could be wrong, but we'll see. All right, so guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not this game today, because it kind of sucked. Hit that like button. Do appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button if it's not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What'd you like, what'd you not like from today's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you're not done so already. And I will talk to you guys Jay's Edition Sunday, recapping this past week's games. Alec Manoah, no good today, so we'll talk about that. Raptors Edition tomorrow as they host the Dallas Mavericks, Scotiabank Arena at 7:30. Looking to make it 4 straight dubs there. We'll see. And as for the Leafs, they're back in action on Thursday, looking to get back into the win column against the Coyotes in Toronto. 7 o'clock puck drop there. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And not this game tonight. Talk to you guys then.